We will start with ESPN reports that Man City have lodged a £100 million bid for Jack Grealish. Some compelling numbers here when you look at his stats from last season. 10th in dribbles, 3rd in chances created, 1st in fouls won. And this was despite only playing 26 games. In fact, in the last 2 seasons, he's had more chances created than Kevin De Bruyne. And for more on this topic, let's welcome in now Ian Darke. Ian, it seems that City are stepping up their intentions to get this player. Can you see it going ahead? 100 million is a lot of money.
It is a lot of money, particularly in this COVID crisis. But I think this is a deal that's been boiling for quite a while now. You could read the tea leaves a little bit when Aston Villa made such a bold bid. It didn't work to get Emile Smith-Rowe, creative number 10 type player from Arsenal. That didn't work. They got Emi Buendia from Norwich City, who's another creative spark. That suggested to me that Villa kind of knew they might lose Jack Grealish, despite the fact he signed a 5-year contract with them just about this time last year. But I like Grealish. I mean, the fans love him. He holds the ball, he dribbles at defences, he makes things happen. He's strong. He plays with he's like an old-time player with his socks kind of down a half-mast, the floppy hair. So I think he would be a big hit if he moved to Manchester City. And it might be a bit frightening, really, their lineup with him in it, especially if they got Harry Kane as well.
Yeah, they are frightening figures, though, aren't they, Stevie? £100 million. Is he worth it?
I don't know whether I would pay 100 million for him. I think he's a great player, yes. But you know, stepping up and doing it for Aston Villa and then moving up a gear to Manchester City is a different ball game. Let's not forget, he couldn't get in the England team. So you've got a 100 million player who can't get in the England team. I'm not so sure he's worth that. But the fact is, it looks like they're going to pay it. And they're going to get a guy who's something they don't have. You know, all the players they have pretty much are about passing and moving, little 1-2s, getting half a yard in the final third of the field. He goes at players. He goes past players. And so he does give them something different. And as I said, he's a great player. He gives you something different, makes you better.
We've been asking the panel, Shaka, if he starts. It's obviously a big fee. Does he start for City?
I think if they break their transfer fee in this manner, yes, he starts. But that's not a given. 3 years ago, Manchester City did exactly that with Riyad Mahrez in spending 60 million, breaking their own transfer record, and he wasn't straight into the starting lineup. That being said, City have an outstanding midfield. My concerns with Grealish is so much of the ball has to go through him when he's on the park. If you have him and Kevin De Bruyne, I just feel that as good as Grealish is, as highly as I think of him, despite this transfer record, if De Bruyne is on the park, he is the main focus of City's thrust through midfield. And so where does that leave Jack Grealish? And that, for me, again, I had those same concerns around Riyad Mahrez going to the Etihad, and look how well that worked out. So maybe Pep Guardiola makes this work. But right now, it just seems a little bit of an odd fit for me.
It comes down to mental strength for Jack Grealish. Because he knows he's getting the ball. When he steps on the field with Villa, and actually with England, it was the same.
Yeah.
He gets the ball. Does he have the mental strength to figure out and accept that it's not just him that they're trying to get the ball to? If he does that, then he'll fit him fine. But if he doesn't, then it's going to be a bigger problem.
As you say, Steve, though, that is exactly what I thought of Riyad Mahrez. And exactly what I'm saying about Jack Grealish now is what I said about Riyad Mahrez 3 years ago. And that has worked wonderfully well. But it doesn't change where I sit right now on that.
What do you think, Ian? Does the way he plays suit City?
I think the way he plays suits anybody. He's the most fouled player by miles in the Premier League. He's going to win a lot of free kicks, apart from anything else. I think he's going to fit really wherever he plays. He's got to that kind of level now. He's in his mid-20s. I get what Shaka's saying, because De Bruyne really is the main hub, the man who makes things happen for Manchester City. There would have to be some adjustments, but I can't believe that Jack Grealish would not enhance a team. It's interesting you put that projected Manchester City up there without Raheem Sterling, who did start for England and was ahead of Grealish in the England pecking order. So nobody's guaranteed a place, but look how many games City have to play. They're fighting on 4 fronts every season, so they can rotate those forward players that they have. Everybody's going to get enough minutes in there. I think Grealish would play as you've got him there, up front, wide on the left-hand side. That's usually where Foden is best, and usually where Sterling is best. Mahrez is better on the right-hand side, and I think it's pretty much an open secret. They're looking for a proper number 9 to go through the middle, and the candidates there are pretty obvious.
Yeah, so who would be more important if it was to only be one? Would it be Jack Grealish or would it be Harry Kane?
I think Grealish is the more doable deal at the moment, because this fee that Spurs have put out there, they haven't put it out there officially, but I think the reporters have cottoned onto it. It's been leaked. £160 million. I mean, that's crazy money where we are. It's almost don't touch money. So I think Pep Guardiola said earlier on in the summer, we can't afford that kind of money. Of course, that's just a negotiating ploy as well. Manchester City have got very, very deep pockets. We know that.
And we know that Pep Guardiola will have a plan for any player that he's looking at and any player he wants to bring in. So what is his plan for Grealish? Or what would it be?
More quality. He already has quality. He already has an 11 without Grealish that will start as favourites for the Premier League. So the more talent he can have at his disposal, then, as Darke said, they're going to be playing a lot of games. So for him, it's fantastic. He can make a change, and he knows it's not going to affect the quality. So, Pep, just keep giving me and keep bringing in as many players as you want. I don't care what you spend. Just keep them coming.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.